Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Let me know. Just put in the chat if you can. I'm gonna go ahead and start talking what's on my mind. I ain't got a lot of time before my flight takes off. But anyway, I just wanted to say this little piece right here. And I don't normally say it like this, but let me go ahead and say it like this. For each and every one of you that were listening to my commentary concerning Jamal Harrison Bryant and Pastor Myles Rutherford, and I have said that Pastor Myles Rutherford has the right to believe and do whatever he chooses. So does Jamal. Whatever he wanted to decide to do with it, 200 some odd acres, he can do whatever he wants to do. I always pay attention to the harm nobody rule. Do I always get it right? Nope, I don't. But I try to. And although I do not agree 100% with Pastor Jamal Harrison Bryant, he still has the right to choose to do it however he chooses to do it. Pastor Myles Rutherford, his rebuke and rant of Pastor Jamal Harrison Bryant. I'm still hoping that Jamal Harrison Bryant will do a clapback. There's so many ways he can do a beautiful, shady one like he specializes in. But I had said yesterday that some of what he said I agreed with, but there was that thing that was hitting me in my face. And it's the same issue I had with Pastor Jimmy Evans when he talked about marriage. That thing, I agree with some of what he said, but that thing hit me in the face. And that thing is at least prejudiceness. Do I jack up my people about prejudiceness? Yes, because black people, in my opinion, are way more prejudiced than white people. But I took it further and said that I believe that he's a racist. Now, there are two different types of racists. Racists that know that they're racist and racists that do not know. What I said, there are two types of racists. The racist that knows that they are a racist, and then the racist that does not know that they are a racist. So that's how I feel about that. And so I stand on what I said as it relates to him. Then someone sent me a video. And I'm going to share this video with you. I was sent this video. I'm going to let you hear it. And this is Pastor Myles Rutherford. And this for me sort of confirms the feeling I was getting from him. Okay, here we go. Right here.
Because you're thinking color. I'm not preaching color. I'm preaching kingdom. Kingdom is what this is about. At the end of the day, all colors are going to be represented up in heaven. But we have got to get away from only uniting with people because they have the same color or the same mindset about the culture. Can I tell you, Louis Farrakhan has a demon spirit. Louis Farrakhan is controlled by a demonic spirit. I know he dresses well. I know he sounds palatable. I know he sounds like he's going in the right direction. But can I tell you that angels can transform themselves to sound good? But can I tell you, at the end of the day, if you don't put your faith in Jesus Christ and Him alone, you're going to dwell in the lake of fire for eternity.
Okay, now this is a video that someone sent me after they heard my commentary. And basically they were telling me that they were a former member of the church and how, in their opinion, and they loved Pastor Myles, but in their opinion, he was ignorant as relates to black people's plight and as relates to what offends blackness what saddens blackness, what irritates blackness. And I have made a statement yesterday and not too long ago that white people should never say that it's not a black and white issue. And when it came to certain topics, they should stay away from them unless they are going to use their whiteness to demolish, destroy, tear down racism. See, as a white person who understands that there are two types of races, one that knows that they're racist and one that does not know that they're racist, then every white person should really have a conversation with the most woke white person you know, and they will let you know. And without even knowing who you are, you really have to 9 times out of 10 you probably are, and you just do not know it. You don't know it. And I think a lot of white people are experiencing an awakening ever since 2020. Trump, George Floyd, the pandemic, all of that just shocked some people out of their sleep and slumber. And I really want black people to hear me when I say this. Just because somebody speaks and it lines up with your personal belief or how you practice your Christianity, you can't just embrace whatever they say and be like, okay, they're right, and all of a sudden you make that person right. Just what they said, you agree with it. There's another discerning that you have to have as relates to the person. You can't just look at what they're saying and what they do. For me, as an influencer and a public figure, some of you are discerning. So when you came into Larry Reid Live, you not only laughed and had a good time, like, oh my God, what he's telling me I didn't know, so he got the tea, not knowing that I got it from somebody else that's already put it out, because I don't break stories. And so you only saw me in that light until I started commentary on other topics. You're like, okay, wait a minute, he's smart, he involved. Oh, this guy, he really is a do-gooder. He really loves people. He might not be perfect, but he loves people, you know, and try to do what's right. So you got to discern both, B-O-F-E, both. You got to be able to discern the person and then what the person do separately. And the black people, when it comes to white leadership, you have to do that. Because you could be supporting somebody who really is anti-black or racist or not conscious of their white skin and privilege, and therefore they do not know how to handle your blackness and will say things that are offensive. They will teach you things that really disappear your blackness, which is an issue as well. So white leadership has it hard when they're pastoring black people because your responsibility is through the roof. You cannot pastor your black congregants the way you do your white congregants. You just cannot do it. White people in our churches, that's different. That is totally different. But when black people are in white churches where there's white leadership, being that we were strategically moved from the plantation to churches, a lot of times owned by masses and white people, and really controlled and manipulated by white people, and our book and the parts of the Bible we had that was read to us. You know, you have to be very careful when you're pastoring black people and when you're speaking publicly as a white leader. This is important. Somebody said, I don't think he's anti-black, he's more profiling. That is anti-black. And see, this is why I'm making these statements. And I know they may not be popular, may not get a lot of views, but who got an ear going here that we really need to not just hold our leadership accountable, like we don't mind doing. We don't mind, like crabs in the barrel. We don't really mind jacking each other up. But then when it comes to checking whiteness, white privilege, white people, it's like we get a white gaze and enamored, and that's master, and whatever he say is right. You know, I'm even going to say this. when we see white people who sing like black people, our gospel like black people, you know, we, oh my God, they really can sing. But then if you would take that white person and take away their white skin, they're average. I want y'all to find me one white person that's like superior to black singing, you know, in gospel. I can name artists right now that ain't got no business receiving our black dollars in our black churches because their gift is subpar. But we are enamored when white people hijack or assimilate our culture and begin to do it. Am I saying throw them away and don't let them rise in our church? That ain't what I said. But we have to educate them before we put a racist high up in the ranks of our church or in our gospel music or our industry, because they have to be went over with a fine-tooth comb. Yeah, or they're going to injure us or our people. I know y'all probably don't like what I'm saying, but what I'm telling you is what's on my heart. And it's what I think. And it may make somebody upset, make them mad, but hell, I'm okay with that. Don't think that I hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. And I don't have a hate in my heart for anyone. Some folk I don't understand, but I don't hate them. I just, okay, we just don't, I don't get them so we can go over here and they stay over there. You know, so, but yeah, this is important. It's very important. Somebody said Vicky Yowie. Now, she was a person that I had a conversation with. And I will say that when I say there are two types of races, right? The races that knows that they're racist and the races that do not know that they're racist. A lot of the white people around our culture do not know that they, too, are victims of what their forefathers invented. It's in their consciousness and the way they think. And many of these white people have black children, black husbands, you know, and black friends, but they don't get it. They only get it as much as they can get it. You know, so, and I happen to have so many white people professionally and socially that I'm able to talk to. And a lot of these white people are so woke and they teach me. So what I'm telling you, the reality is what I'm teaching you, some of that's coming from books, but a lot of it's coming from the white woke people that I know who are telling me where the racism is, who are telling me where what is being said is improper. You know, so I think I've been spotted. Yeah, so, yeah, there's that. Okay, anything y'all have to say, you want to say in the chat, I answer your question. Thank you so much for coming in and watching. I know it's the middle of the day. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5:06 on the East Coast. I'm flying back to the East Coast today. All right, I'll let you guys go, but that was on my heart. That thing was sitting down there on my heart so bad. And thank you so much for watching and supporting the platform. And tell everybody about the platform. This coming Monday night, I'm going to be interviewing Manasseh Jordan again, because there was stuff we did not get into, and there's some stuff I want to ask him on camera. He said I can ask him anything, so I'm gonna ask it right when we are on camera and see what he got to say about it. Okay. Joshua 88 Keys bought a badge. Thank you. I can't get loud, but thank you so very much. What's up, 750 Mules? And Shantae Young. All y'all that's coming up in here. Y'all still flooding in. Okay. Well, I'll chat with you guys later. Take care. Bye.